Into every life a little rain must come, or so they say. However, a stack of pylons, a sunset orange car and an empty skid pad, well, it brightens even the dankest day. On this edition of Test Drive, the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse. One look at the fourth generation Eclipse tells you it's a very different car. The plunging lines and muscular haunches make it look as though it's ready to lunge at any moment. Perhaps the biggest difference, at least in the GT's case, is that it's now endowed with the power the previous car lacked. Shoehorned beneath the raked hood is a 3.8-litre V6 engine that comes with Mitsubishi innovative valve timing and lift electronic control, or MIVEC. The latter indicates that the single overhead cam engine has variable intake valve timing and lift. It's an effective design that gives the Eclipse GT a healthy 263 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. The radical exterior theme continues inside this new Eclipse. The two-tone interior, for instance, well, it almost mandates sunglasses the morning after. It is, however, very logically laid out. Radio sits at the top of the center stack where it should. All the other controls are intuitively placed. The best part, however, well, they come in the form of the seats. They're like wing-back chairs. They grip you around the top of the shoulders and keep you planted when you play. There is, however, a pet peeve. Every time you shift gears, well, you feel a lot of powertrain vibrations through the clutch pedal. It really is out of step with the rest of the car. All this technology means plenty of poop. The throttle response is rapid, and so the engine does a pretty good impersonation of how a small displacement V8 feels when it's punched just about anywhere up the rev range. In terms of hard numbers, the Eclipse GT will romp through 100 kilometers an hour in 6.3 seconds and get from 80 to 120 in just 5.6. If you want a healthy dose of vroom and boom to go along with a radical look, well, this Eclipse has got the lot. Oversized tailpipe, and when you pop the hatchback, well, there's a 10-inch powered subwoofer. You also find 15.7 cubic feet of space for your stuff. Now, one thing I do want to mention, this tailgate, well, it has an important function in life that I'll get to in a while. There is, however, a downside to this power: torque steer. Hammer the gas from a standstill and the tires tug at the steering wheel as they scramble to find grip. Even the GT's traction control system has a hard time controlling this trait. Unfortunately, the torque steer also surfaces at speed where it's much less welcome. Get on the gas as you exit a corner and it will kick in. Now, if the driver ignores the initial warning and doesn't back off the gas, the inside front tyre begins to spin. When this happens, the steering takes on a light and unpredictable feel. This sensation, well, it effectively dissuades the driver from venturing past the 8/10 mark. The tailgate's primary function is to give me headroom, because when the tailgate's shut, I can't get into the back seat. So when you read about this thing being a four-seater, forget about it, because the back seat's of little practical value unless it's where you put your briefcase. When it comes to ride and handling, the Eclipse is more boulevardier than outright sports car, as the front McPherson struts and multi-link rear suspenders are slanted towards comfort, although the setup is pretty good at controlling body roll. The limiting factor is the understeer caused by positioning 60% of the car's portly 1,608 kilogram mass right over the front wheels. On a more positive note, the standard anti-lock brakes bring short, straight 38-meter stops and a pleasantly firm pedal feel. As a corporation, Mitsubishi looks a bit like a train wreck. However, this new Eclipse is very much on the right track. And if this is a harbinger of what we can expect in future product, well, Mitsubishi's future is a lot like today, much brighter than when we started.